Welcome to the 52nd episode of the Dragon Master campaign. We're going to pick up with the party as they are about to enter the Spirit Temple to go attempt to fight Dr. Agan, aka Dervost. And Yori is back in his human body. But before we go about this, we're going to do a little bit of a shopping trip with David/Yori.
Ooh.
Because you don't really have any gear because you broke it all, Stoic had given you a card that basically said, give me anything with Stoic's signature. And you were going to go around shopping a little bit. I had sent you all the stores already. Was there anything that you had decided that you were going to get for free?
A couple of things, right?
Sure.
Because I wanted steel mail and the paladin shield.
The store owners are definitely more than willing to donate to Stoic's cause. They can tell it's very important. So you successfully get 5 gold pieces worth of items.
Yeah.
So you got just steel mail and a paladin shield?
I think so. I'm looking for stuff that'll buff my defense.
Okay, so you're good otherwise.
Yes. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so you've gained steel mail, which means you're taking off your leather armor,
Yes.
and then you have a paladin shield. The paladin shield doesn't really have any extra attacks because you're not a paladin. It's just the equal to a basic wooden shield.
Yes.
Perfect.
It looked cool.
It does.
It does look pretty cool. And it's worth more money than a basic wooden shield, so...
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to swoosh us into the next part of the episode.
Swoosh.
Swoosh.
So the entire party, with Stoic, Skull Smasher, Alfred, Golgogi, Gandalf, Hermione, and Boseiju, 10 Burke Guard have just arrived, and the lot of you are ready to begin the invasion of the temple.
Sick.
Can I... Wait, I can't use those. I was gonna ask, but I know I can't use them. But I'm not proficient in it, but Loaf has always wanted to try to use a sword. He was thinking, like, going into battle like a badass with the massive sword. Is that something allowed?
Do you mean like your spirit sword?
No, just that massive sword that was a part of the menu of things.
You would like a massive sword.
Like he's gonna try to swing his. Yeah, he wants to be a badass.
Okay.
He wants to go. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I'll give you a sword.
I know he's not
Blasting enemies for 3d8 mind spike damage is not enough.
All right, so then you see Loaf grabs it. Oh, cool, a sword. I'm gonna be so cool. And then he like wobbles around and puts it on his back.
Wow, cool, a sword.
So cool.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so then let's picture ourselves as approaching the Spirit Temple. You can see the sky is starting to turn red. You can see the moon breaking the horizon. And you guys approach the entrance of the Spirit Temple. At the entrance of the Spirit Temple, which you guys have some time, you're still more like in the city, making a plan of how you want to approach the Spirit Temple. But there are currently 4 guards outside with a bone-napper dragon.
Bone-napper.
Sick. I bet bone nappers are going to have a high AC because you could, like, shoot an arrow through them. Because they're
Ooh.
a skeleton.
Don't give Harrison any ideas.
I mean, yeah, I know that's probably bad timing, but here we are.
Do all of the guards have dragons? Because I would assume the teachers do.
None of the guards have dragons.
Okay.
More so for simplicity's sake.
Sure.
Boseiju, Gandalf don't have dragons.
Really?
The dragons that you have are here on screen in this
okay.
picture.
Gotcha.
Stoic. Wait, so is Stoic's dragon still bigger than mine?
Yes,
Oh.
definitely still bigger.
I think mine's the only small dragon left. The biggest guy, and my dragon's just small. Just.
How would you like to approach this temple? Would you like to just charge at him?
I think head on is really the only thing we've got because time is of the essence unless someone disagrees.
I don't disagree at all.
Just go straight in, I guess.
Let's do some murderizing.
I think Yori's good at that.
I love this army that we've amassed. Makes me so happy.
Yeah, it was pretty huge for him to ask Stoic to bring his guys with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
I
worried
was
about how many
excited.
people.
So let's go ahead and roll for initiative. Unless Art, Unless you want to take a surprise round from afar.
I mean, heck yeah. I mean, of course I do. Yes.
Let's go ahead and roll for initiative,
shoot.
and then we can do the art surprise round.
Cool.
Yes.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 10.
I got a 26.
Oh my god. For initiative?
Yeah.
What?
It's a D20 plus 9. And I got a 17.
Are they bad or are they just simply misunderstood?
Art, go ahead and take your surprise round for me.
Okay, and that's just a traditional hit die, right?
Just a normal turn.
Oh, okay, cool. It's a normal turn. Jeez, I might kill so many people. Okay, so I am going to shoot... I think I'd rather shoot the person controlling the dragon.
Okay, this is this guy then.
Which I assume it's that guy. Let's see. Before I do anything, I want to cast Hail of Thorns.
Ooh.
So this is a new spell of mine. Next time I hit a creature with a ranged weapon, before the spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex save. A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Nice. What's the range on the circle?
What do you mean the circle?
So,
The area of effect.
yeah, what's the
The
AoE?
area of effect is 5 feet.
From the target that you hit?
Indeed.
Oh, that's so small. Okay, never mind. That sucks.
5 feet of it must make... Yeah, so it's within 5 feet. So I assume
Okay.
the dragon gets hit too, at least.
Yeah.
Which was kind of the goal. I wanted to do some damage. So
Alright.
that's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Cool. Alright, good roll. That's 13 damage with that. So you're going to make a dex save with that character.
For both of them, right?
Both of them, yes.
The dragon does not save.
Okay.
The guard does save.
So the dragon takes 6 damage. The guard takes 3.
With the guard taking 16 damage, the guard falls off of the back of the dragon and appears dead on the ground.
Okay, that's great news.
Holy crap.
I'm going to continue attacking because I have Dread Ambusher and another attack. I'm going to Dread Ambusher onto the dragon. So that is a 23 to hit.
That hits the dragon.
Not as good. It's 8 damage plus 1d8 for Dread Ambusher. So that's 10 damage on the dragon. It's piercing damage.
It deals 10 piercing damage to the dragon.
Okay, and then I'm going to attack one more time. Alright, that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Holy crap.
Alright, here we go. Ugh, it's just the worst. It's only 6 damage piercing.
Okay, the bone nabber has taken 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay.
So now we'll go to the first round of combat. Art, you're up.
So I want to actually conserve arrows. I'm currently down to 7 left. So yeah, Art is now going to... I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
It's one action to do. I have 150 feet of range. I don't want to cast it right underneath the Bone Napper's feet. I'm trying to make it hard terrain for all of them to get to us.
Okay. So at the bottom of the stairs to the temple, you're throwing this.
Indeed.
Cool.
That is my action. So this is another new spell for Art. This is Spike Growth. The ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. Its concentration up to 10 minutes.
Sounds good to me.
That's it. Y'all's turn.
We'll pass to Loaf.
Okay, so, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna, you see the guy on the left side, right there? Yeah. So I'm just gonna shoot a fire bolt at him.
Okay.
Art yells, "Shoot him, Loaf!"
15,
15 does hit.
13.
13 damage. Nice.
Let's go.
That's sick.
Nice.
Guy's almost dead.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I guess
it's huge.
I mean, all I got left is a bonus action, really, right? If I choose to do anything.
Yeah, worth noting that you do have a little Kevin that's come out of your butthole, and it's beginning to run towards the enemies.
Question: Does Kevin is he like friend of Loaf?
Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He values Loaf's life above his own.
That makes me so happy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, well held. Oh, Jesus.
Well, dadgum, Loaf poop again.
I know, just like literally. Anyway, so squeezes out, values its mother, has 4 health, can bite enemies 1d6 damage and crawl into their skin, causing damage over time.
I am Kevin. Hello, mother.
Shoot him, Kevin.
Loaf is rubbing his butt. He's like, oh gosh, I forgot about that. That's rough. I'm guessing Kevin, that's as far as his movement is. He can't go any further, or can he?
Nope, that's 35.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave Kevin there for now.
Okay, sounds good. The guards are going to take their turn. The guard on the left-hand side of the stairs is going to... Tell me one more time what happens if they're in this field.
Taking 2d4 damage for every 5 feet.
Okay, 2d4 damage every 5 feet. Okay, he is going to get out of the area. He's going to jump off the side of the stairs, away from the spell, and is then going to run at the guards head on and slash his sword at the first guard. He rolls a nat 1 and,
nice.
and completely whiffs his attack, and Kevin jumps at him and digs into his arm.
Yes.
You want me to roll a 1d6?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a 1d6. The guy is now like screaming on the ground with his arm like beginning to swell
so happy.
within seconds.
Man, that was a mean roll. 6. Man, Kevin really railed him then. Oh, I
He
mean,
took
hit him
6
hard.
damage, and that's enough to
Phrasing.
kill the guy. The guy starts to boil over, and he's motionless on the ground.
Have y'all seen Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
It's the monkey.
It's the monkey. Makes me so happy that you referenced that just now.
The bone napper dragon is going to jump into the air and breathe fire towards the group of guards at the front. 17 hits the guards for 17 damage on 2 of the guards. One of the other guards is going to jump off the stairs, and then he's going to use his crossbow to shoot Bo Seiju.
Not Bo Seiju.
He misses. And the final 2 guards at the top of the stairs, they're both going to use their arrows to shoot at Stoic and Alfred, the 2 in the middle of the group right now. They both roll a 13 to hit, which I believe misses on both accounts. So I'm pretty sure Stoic just lifts up his Captain American shield and just wipes the 2 arrows from the sky.
Nice.
So then we'll move over to Yori.
Cool. Since the Bone Napper seems to be the biggest threat currently, I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse on him with my bonus action. And then I'm going to cast Spirit of Death.
Okay, what does that do?
You call forth a spirit that embodies death. The spirit manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range, which is 60 feet, and uses the Reaper Spirit stat block. The spirit disappears when it is reduced to 0 hit points or when the spell ends.
Sick.
Okay,
So it's just like a Takeo light.
so you've got a little Spirit of Death
Yeah.
standing in the air next to the Bone Napper.
That's
Sir.
cool.
And then I'm going to command him to attack him with his multi-attack. Is it +3? Yeah, it's a 7 + 3, 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Okay, and here comes the second. Ooh, 14 + 3, 17 to hit.
14 plus 3, 17 to hit. Does hit.
Cool. Ah, and I rolled an 8, so it does 8 + 3 + 4.
15 damage.
15 damage? 15?
Boys,
yeah,
we
15.
pumping out some damage.
Not bad.
Yes, sir.
The Bone Napper has taken 37 damage.
I'd also like to haunt the Bone Napper with my Spirit of Death.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. It says the spirit targets a creature it can see within 10 feet of itself and begins haunting it. While the target is haunted, you and the spirit sense the direction and distance to the target if it is on the same plane of existence as you. Additionally, if the target starts its turn within 10 feet of the spirit, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or have the frightened condition until the start of your target's next turn. The target remains haunted until it dies, the spirit disappears, or the spirit uses the action again.
Honestly, once Loaf starts swinging his big sword, I mean, it's going to be a cleanup no matter what. He's going to be like...
It's going to be over, man.
He has to make a wisdom save every time he starts a turn within 10 feet of it.
Within 10 feet, yep.
And you always know where it is.
Correct.
So then at this point, we basically go through the turn order with Stoic, who's going to throw a Captain America shield at the Bone Napper Dragon. It's a 15 to hit. It does hit. He deals 13 damage. Alfred says something about his crab rangoons and then throws the death sentence at the guy. And he completely whiffs the Bone Napper. It goes directly through the Spirit of Death and just hits the ground, and he kind of hooks the ground and starts to kind of like drag himself towards it.
You can do that? What?
Gandalf is then going to shoot a fireball towards the top of the temple stairs.
Jeez.
So the two people at the top of the temple steps are going to make a dex save. Fail.
Do not take me
And
for some
fail.
conjure of cheap tricks. Gandalf, like, shoots the fireball.
You shall not pass.
As the fireball hits the top of the temple steps, the two guards, they just incinerate and their bodies are nowhere to be found. And
Holy
Gandalf
crap.
turns and looks at you guys and says, "That will do it."
That'll do, donkey.
That was easy.
And then Hermione is going to probably just do nothing. She walks over to Loaf. "Hey, Loaf, this is really fun. I'm glad that you were able to join us here. This is a fun."
Yeah, I always felt like I had a little bit of warrior in me. I saw that sword and I was like, know what? Big
That was
final
Kevin.
battle. I'm gonna be slaying some guys, you know?
I really like your big sword.
Well,
Ew.
I bet.
Ah!
I mean, who doesn't really? You know?
Uncomfortable.
Boseiju is then
I-
going to shoot a firebolt at the Bone Napper. He hits, and he deals 17 damage, which is enough to take the Bone Napper out of the sky, and the Bone Napper lands face down on the temple steps. So all that leaves is one guard left who you can clearly tell is running away. The 10 guards are all going to start sprinting at him, and they're just going to beat him with their swords, and he
Let's
falls
go.
over, and he's defeated.
Holy crap.
Loaf is still wearing his shades and his torn shirt over his armor, and he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have done all that with one swing of my sword, but it's all right. Let's get going. Loaf is being stupid today. Anyway, sorry, go on.
I love it.
Can I nonchalantly look at the bodies and see if they have anything cool?
Sure.
Real fast? Like their robes
Sure.
or anything?
These are the same guards you've seen outside of the Spirit Temple several times before. They definitely have these, like, red cloaks. They don't appear to be magical in any capacity. You find multiple different short swords and or, like, javelins on their persons. You also do find a bone compass.
Sick.
Ooh, I'll take that. Yeah.
So, since I have a massive sword, and could I use it as like some sort of conductor if I were to like slash at someone or stab into them and then send my lightning bolt into them through the sword? Could that
Lightning
instantly just be like, they don't have to roll like to, like, would that be
That
advantageous?
sounds like 2 actions.
I mean, in the thrust, lightning can go through the blade. I mean, like, you know, all in one. You know, you're
I
thrusting.
like the word thrust.
You know, it's so like, yeah, it's big, massive
Deep
sword.
penetration.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be a jolt to their system. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, go on.
Hey, team, everybody, you guys ready? We're about to go into the Spirit Temple, and it's going to be the fight of our lives. As chief, it falls upon me to navigate these safely. Most important thing is the safety of my crew. So for now, let's celebrate this victory, but the war's not over. And you guys begin to run into the Spirit Temple. As you've seen the Spirit Temple before, and as Stoic has laid out the plans, you walk in, there's this small lobby area with a locked door on the right. There's the big window in the middle that has the spirits circling the giant green crystal in the middle of the room. And everybody is running through here. There's 2 guards in the entrance, and Stoic just completely barrels his way through the left one and just knocks him out of the window with his shield. And you guys are just running towards the back room. On your way by, if somebody wants to shoot him or shoot him with something, you're more than welcome to.
I'll send 2 Eldritch Blasts his way.
Sick.
Go ahead and roll damage for that.
It's 11 damage.
Can Art follow up with a spanking spoon if that doesn't kill him? Just to see if I can whap him in the face
That's
real
fine.
quick
Go
and end
spank him, yeah.
All right, here we go. It's an additional 7 damage.
Let's
And
go.
then Loaf falls up behind with his massive sword, and he tries to swing it.
Please tell me the guy's already dead.
Just stabs the dead body.
Oh, is the guy dead yet?
No,
Maybe
he's not dead yet.
already.
But he's definitely recoiling from the spanking spoon, so I'll let you land this attack for free.
Okay, well, it's
Stab.
all right, sweet. So, like, Loaf doesn't know how to swing a sword, so he actually kind of like trips, but the blade still falls down, straight down onto the guy as Loaf falls on his face, because that makes sense. So he's going,
And the guy just like shrieks in fear as he dies.
as my weight carries the blade down onto him as I
Yeah,
hit my
jeez.
face on the ground. Ugh. I like get up. Oh god. Yeah, he didn't know
Art
what
gives
him.
him a thumbs up.
Loaf thumbs up again. Being a warrior is easier than I thought. As I
I think you should leave the sword behind, bud.
no way. And he puts it back on his back, and then they keep going.
All right.
Let's go.
So Stoic gets to the back door and he walks up and grapples him.
Art releases Hogarth from his Dragon Ball
God.
and says, Hogarth, intimidate.
Intimidate.
And Hogarth walks up to the guy while Stoic is grappling him and begins to put his head into his mouth.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Just-
intimidation with advantage.
For Hogarth, I
Yes,
guess.
for Hogarth.
This should be just a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Surely.
He's got to
I'm
have
just
great charisma, right?
He's got a -1 charisma.
Your dragon's
Sure does.
your dragon's gingivitis
Okay,
scares the guy.
okay. That's still a 17.
With a
Let's
17, the
go.
man is extremely afraid, but he's not willing to give up the password.
Stoic, give him a squeeze.
Ugh, no, I won't give it to you.
Another squeeze.
All right.
And he's knocked unconscious at that point. With one more
okay.
squeeze, he's unconscious, and Stoic walks into the Cavern of Souls, walks to the back corner, and sticks him in a box. Just like head first.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Cool.
They'll never find him.
So, hey, Loaf, didn't you have like a theory what the password was?
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Out of game.
Hail Hydra.
Well, yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, didn't I make that? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe it's Hail Hydra.
As Loaf says Hail Hydra from a distance, the door opens up, and you guys see a staircase downward in front of you.
Cool. Glad that worked.
Yeah.
I guess we're going downstairs, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
So you guys enter this basement area where there are more guards. In this basement area, there's a table near the entrance. There's several crates. That same green stone that you saw on the upper floor is directly down the center of this room as well. In the back of the room, there is a large number of dragon bones. Skulls, bodies, legs, all different
Okay.
kinds of bones. There's piles and piles and piles of bones. In the center of the bones, there are 5 priests that seem to be performing a ceremony, and there's one priest in the center who is holding a javelin that seems to have a faint purple glow above its head.
Ooh.
Ooh.
At the base of the 5 priests, there are dragon corpses that seem to be much fresher than the rest of the bones in the room. They're all seemingly still alive, or recently deceased. And then we basically enter combat again.
Sick.
Do we want to keep
I think we'll just keep the same
initiative or reroll? Sure.
Art, you are up.
Oh, we are keeping the same order? Okay. Art is going to grab his Darken Dagger, and I think just go for the closest one. The closest guy in the front.
Okay, yeah,
Ooh, that is a dirty 20.
Nice.
that hits.
Alright, and that is 6 piercing damage with the first attack.
Okay,
Ooh, that is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Dang, bro.
8 damage plus another 8. That's 16 damage for my Dread Ambusher attack.
Plus the 6 from earlier. With that 22 damage, the first guard falls over.
Can I use the third attack to attack another one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Ooh, that's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's 11 damage.
11 damage hurts a lot, and you can tell he's bleeding out of wherever you stabbed him.
In the heart.
He's bleeding out of his heart just a little bit.
I'm gonna go gut because he's not dead.
Okay, yeah, so he's bleeding out of his gut just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We'll now pass the loaf.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'd appreciate it if you finish this guy off.
With his giant sword.
Yes, do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Why not?
No, you definitely shouldn't. Don't listen to me.
Loaf is like a little smug. He's just like, all right, I got
Do the
this.
sword.
Yeah. So Loaf walks over. Uncharacteristically acting kind of like he's some hard hard. Dang it. He comes over acting like he's some awesome, like, without my cursing, this is hard because I'm not so used to just cursing like a sailor. Anyway, you can cut all that out. He walks up, thinking he's just some tough dude, basically a warrior, and swings his sword at the guy trying to take him out. With the big blade.
Make your attack roll.
I guess I could add Hogarth attack, but whatever.
So 13 minus 1, so 12.
12 does not hit.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. So I guess Loaf whiffs it and he just kind of spins around, and then like falls on his butt. Okay.
oh no.
Gets.
Crumble. Hint, hint.
Kevin's gonna come from behind Art and is just gonna crawl and bite his ankles.
Jeez.
You want to roll a d6 for me?
Yeah. All right.
Then I took a Kevin to the knee.
Wow, man, I've been rolling great for Kevin. 6 again. Jeez.
Let's go.
With 6, the guard also dies.
Kevin!
Does Loaf believe he actually slashed him? Loaf's like, oh man, I took him out.
Yeah, I think so. Because it happened right at the same time that you swung the sword.
But does Art
Maybe
also
that's
believe
why
it?
you missed. Actually, is like he was wincing from the pain in his ankles.
That could have been it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Does Art believe that I was the one to take him down? I'm like, yeah, oh man.
Art, go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
God.
Sure.
Jeez.
Art got a 14.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say a 14. You're actually not sure who took it down, whether it was Kevin or Loaf.
I'm fine with that. That is right where Art likes to be, right there in the middle.
Jeez. So yeah, Loaf, I guess, just tosses the ball down, the dragon ball, and summons Crumble out of the ball, and put the dragon directly in front of me, where the guards will attack him and not me, who's
perfect.
in the line of. Yeah, thanks.
Squishy boy.
Yeah, exactly. Since I summoned him, I guess I'd have to wait till next turn to use him, or can I use him on this turn? How does that work?
I would say with how the order of operations worked, then yeah, you probably can't use him this turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Considering you swung your sword, fell on your butt, then pulled your Pokeball out and opened it, that was definitely more than 6 seconds there. So we'll move on to the bad guys.
Okay.
The 5 priests on the outside of this pentagon are all beginning to channel energy towards the center. And the 2 guards are going to walk up, and the first one's going to attack Crumble, and the second one's going to attack Loaf. That is a 17 to hit with his sword.
Jeez. Yeah, it hits.
For 5 damage.
Now, does he take 5 damage? Did he attack because of the physical damage when hitting the dragon? Or?
It wasn't unarmed melee.
Oh, okay.
I'm now going to roll for the attack on Loaf. That is a 13 to hit.
I'm gonna use shield because I can use it on myself.
Yep. Okay.
So
You successfully block the sword strike with your shield.
and I'll burn one of my spell slots. So
His eyes widen as he realizes he's probably about to die.
I like how I just blocked that while sitting on my butt. I'm just like,
Just like turtle shells.
And we are getting to the point where the guy in the middle of this pentagon is starting to like raise that purple staff towards the hole in the ceiling.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm going to have my Reaper Spirit kind of shimmy in between, or I guess he could be like on top of the table, kind of. I want him to be like directly north of the guy who's attacking Loaf.
Okay.
And then he's going to take 2 attacks at him.
Because we protect our friends.
Exactly. The first one is a 12 to hit. Does not hit, right?
12 does not hit.
Okay. Ooh, nice. It's a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Kill him.
It is 11 damage.
11 damage. Pretty solid.
Yes. And then I'm going to run up within 90 feet of the guy in the middle. Because you said he's the one who's like lifting the thing?
Yeah.
I'll stay where I was and then shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at him. First one is a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Okay. And that's 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. Next one.
Ooh, that's a natural 20. Let's go.
Let's go.
Big damage. Come on, big damage. Come on, big damage. I rolled an 8. 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. 23 damage.
23 damage. The priest does not fall over.
Okay.
He has definitely taken a beating.
I'm gonna throw Amphros back behind.
Okay, the good guy's turn.
Could I move in front of the guy that's flanking Loaf just to try and make him not attack Loaf? Like, not do anything necessarily, but just like get in his face.
Yeah, you want to move here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That dude's screwed.
At this point, Stoic is going to basically run over the table
Sick.
and sprint as fast as he can towards the priest in the center of the room. And he gets as far as he can, and then he's going to throw his shield at the guy in the center.
Cool. Oh, I'm excited to see Skull Smasher in action.
He completely whiffs.
Oh, God.
The shield hits the back wall and bounces into one of the piles of the skulls. He then throws out his Dragon Ball ahead of him, and Skull Smasher is going to make an attack on the guy in the center.
Art's eyes glisten with excitement.
We don't necessarily see anybody who would fit the bill of like Dr. Agen here, do we?
Not necessarily, but you don't really know what he looks like. I mean, you know what his statue looks like, but all of these priests have their face covered currently.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Would I not be able to discern if he was in the room as a Darkin?
Go ahead and roll
good question.
perception, because I think that's an extremely valid question. With advantage.
All right.
Yeah. Nice.
I like advantage. Okay, the first one was a 19.
Ooh.
Second one was a 15, so 19.
You don't sense another Darkin in this room.
Okay.
Crazy.
What about the staff?
You also don't get any kind of Darkin energy from it.
But it was purple?
It did have a faint purple, yes.
Okay.
Skull Smasher is now going to try to bite the man in the middle, and that is a natural 20.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Skull Smasher's cool.
Skull Smasher basically eats the man whole. He's going to bring his mouth down on the man and just like rip his body in half and throw his legs across the room.
Man,
Jeez.
one rare candy is all I need for Hogarth to be worth anything.
You saying Hogarth isn't worth anything?
You think Skull Smasher's level 3, bro?
That's fair, actually. Never mind.
After he does this, he looks around and he roars. You can tell that the other 5 priests have stopped channeling the spell that they were channeling.
Oof.
And they begin to fight back against the other people that begin to attack them. Alfred, Gandalf, Beseju all go and make attacks to moderate successes. And then the soldiers are all going to start charging as well.
Sick.
2 of the priests fall from the attacks of Alfred and Gandalf. The other priests are going to go ahead and make some Sacred Flame attacks.
Oof.
Sacred Flame, the target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover for this throw.
Is it like single target or is it AoE?
Single target.
Okay.
They are targeting Stoic, Alfred, and Art.
Cool with that.
So all 3 of you need to make a dex save. I'm going to roll for Alfred.
Man, that's a 26.
You save, Alfred saves. Stoic does not save. Stoic takes 1d8. Stoic takes 8 damage.
Whoa.
And then we'll pass back to Art.
For what it's worth, Sacred Flame does scale with level. It's not listed there, but it is on Wiki.
Reach 5th level. Okay, I'm going to do 2d8. That's a good call.
I hated making it. But
I'm a newbie.
I wanted to be fair.
Accountable.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 10 damage to Stoic instead of 8.
Okay. Not too bad.
And then we'll pass back to Art.
Okay. I feel like I still need to save the arrows for whatever big bad Harrison's got planned, so.
Y'all just killed the big bad. What do you mean?
Art's going to get on top of Hogarth and charge at the nearest priest. You know what? I'm going to rip out that spanking spoon, and I'm gonna hit him in the face with it. I'll be honest. It's a 17 to hit.
A 17 does hit.
All right. That is 7 bludgeoning damage. Hit him again. That's a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. That is an additional 2 damage.
Nice.
I clipped his nose.
That's with your... Oh, because it's not Dex modifier, it's Strength modifier.
Yes, it is. It's the strength modifier, so I chose to do the lesser damage, I'll be honest.
Understood.
Just wanted to spank him.
I just wanted to hit him with a spanking spoon, man.
Understood, yeah, I get it.
Now, Senior Hogarth, homeboy is going to, since we're this close, I think I want to make just a bite attack.
He doesn't get multi-attack?
My Rumblehorn? Nah.
Yeah, Sag.
Yeah, he just has a 1d20 bite damage. So, I think I'm gonna... He doesn't have a good history with his fire breath, so I'm gonna do a bite attack. Here we go. That's a nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Let's go.
That is a nat freaking 20. Let's go, dude. This is the attack roll, so that absolutely hit. Alright, that is 10 plus 1, so it's 11 damage times 2, 22 damage with the Rumblehorn's bite.
What's the...
I'm sorry, it's 21.
Yeah.
21.
21 damage.
Yep.
Which is enough to kill the priest.
Let's go.
The priest just explodes in Hogarth's mouth. Hogarth just rips a leg off pretty much.
That makes me so
This is
excited.
so gory.
It's a pretty gory episode, you're right.
Mine can do it too.
The Rumblehorns have proven their worth in this fight. And at this point, we pass back to Loaf.
Let's go, dude.
Okay.
So happy. Hogarth.
So I'm guessing since I'm sitting on my butt, I'm not really in the best position to move. If I try to get up or move, that's probably gonna slow me down, right? Because I did say I fell on my butt when I did the spin attack, so I guess that's canon.
I think it's fair to say that you can't move the full 30 feet this turn.
Yeah.
You are a wizard.
I am a wizard. No, I am thinking that. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, if Loaf wants to be a proper warrior,
Oh my
what would he
gosh.
do?
I think he would act like he was Sasuke Uchiha
Oh, jeez.
and cast lightning bolt through his sword at something.
He would, but he would actually. And I was thinking that. I was thinking about but right now I got. Well, let me look at the picture. Right now, Crumble's directly in front of me. Am I able to scoot at all? Like scoot around, or like get up?
Sure, you can scoot
I'm
a
joking.
lot less than you could walk.
I'm joking. Okay, all right. Sorry, I've been joking too much today. Anyway, yeah. So Loaf is gonna get up and try to squirm his way around Crumble a little bit, and he's gonna throw a lightning bolt at this guy.
Before you do so, the guard is going to make an opportunity attack against you.
All right, fine.
That is a 20 to hit.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
7 damage to Loaf.
Hey, Loaf, aren't you proficient with your Shadow Blade?
I am actually. Okay. I don't want to use it though.
you could be a cool wizard warrior.
You're like getting
who's
mad at me.
actually
I'm just
proficient. I'm not mad.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know. I want to use it right now. I've thought about it. I
Same
just don't.
thing with Art using his spanking spoon. It's the same. It's just the aesthetic, man.
Loaf is like, oh shoot. Loaf then fires a lightning bolt at this guy.
The guy that hit you, or the guy that you've moved
The guy
towards?
that I was still moving towards. Yeah, I just took the hit and then shot that because I was kind of like winding it up like a fastball, You know, like in baseball, and like throw it in the lightning ball. You know?
Okay,
Lightning bolt.
I like it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Attack roll or save?
Lightning bolt.
It's a save. Yeah. Lightning damage.
Don't forget your
Yeah. Form a line of
Your,
100 feet
pow.
long, 5 foot wide. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. So I will say this: if in the picture, if I were to throw it in between them, well, no, because then it's gonna fry the dragon. Nah, just aim for this guy.
You would also-
yeah.
You're kind of close to hitting
me-
Stoic.
Well,
I'll let you
me-
miss Stoic.
Let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
throw
you-
it just enough aim to like not hit them. How about that? Like I try to. It's like a
Yeah,
baseball
yeah.
kick.
I'll
Yeah.
let you hit the one guy, but not the two guys.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, because I noticed the dragon. Yeah,
He does make a nat 20 save.
Jesus.
Bullcrap. I hate this game.
All right. Well, he
Never
takes
let us
half
do what we
damage,
want.
so I'll just roll it then.
Okay.
That might actually still kill him.
38 divided by 2.
19.
19.
38?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what? You gonna question my math? dude?
No, I'm bad at math.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. Okay, so 19 damage to the priest.
Okay, so then I guess can I use my then crumble? Can you just attack the guy who did the opportunity attack on me, and just attack him? Okay, I'll do that then. Well, that was a good roll. 17.
17 hits.
13 plus 2, so 15.
With 15, he bites the guy and he's dead as well without getting more gory.
Okay, I thought it was going to be the one that was the opportunity attack against me, but you deleted.
He opportunity attacked against you because you were here.
Yes.
Oh, he's the one? I thought you said this guy.
You were over here. How would he opportunity attack
Okay,
against
well,
you?
I don't know. I don't know who you were talking about. All right.
He's
so-
dead.
That guy's gone. You successfully protected your friends, Loaf.
And now you have the bad guy's turn. The bad guy is going to attack Crumble.
Oh,
That is a 15 to hit.
Not Crumble. Why is he attacking Crumble?
7 more damage to Crumble. The priest is going to cast Sacred Flame onto Hogarth. Hogarth can make a save. And then the other priest is going to do Sacred Flame onto Loaf.
oof.
4.
Okay, so 4 hits Loaf and deals 13 damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, Hogarth got it at 6.
11 damage.
Okay.
And that is all of the bad guys' turn. So we'll pass back to the top of the order. Art, you're
Well,
up
it's
again.
my turn. What?
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Yori.
Wow.
Ignore Yori.
I was
Okay.
also
Didn't know you hated him.
The
I was
human.
also actively thinking that, like, wait, Stoic hasn't gone in a long time. So I would have got there.
Gotcha.
Just because he's a short
cool.
5-foot human doesn't mean you have to just ignore him like that.
You're right.
I'm gonna have my spirit go up and get next to the guy that is in front of Crumble right there.
Okay.
And then he's gonna take 2 attacks. The first one is an 18 plus 3, 21 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage,
9 damage.
which is enough to kill him.
Let's go.
Very nice.
As you're taking your turn, Stoic has ran over and has began to just obliterate this other priest, and then and Skull Smasher breathes fire at the other priest, and both of these priests are knocked out, and all of the enemies have been defeated in this room.
Yay.
Yay.
And Stoic looks at you guys and says, "You guys are the experts. What do we do now? Did we win?"
We need to place Majora's Mask somewhere, right? We need to find Aegon.
Question for the DM: does Arts still feel like a like Duras exists?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Duras is not defeated. Like Dr. Aegon is still out there. We still need to stop him, and the other Darkin.
They should be here. This is the only place where that ceremony can be performed to enact their plan.
The other staircase, does that go back upstairs?
It does.
Okay.
We've got to get to those other rooms. We got to get into the locked staircase. somehow.
So
Now
just to clarify, this is all connected right here. There's no other rooms.
Oh.
There's that.
So what's this thing here in the center?
This is the giant green crystal that is
Has,
going
like, the
through
dragon
all of the
souls?
floors. That has all of the
Gotcha.
dragon souls flowing around it up
Gotcha.
here.
Yeah,
I see.
Okay.
Okay. Art wants to go and inspect the javelin that the middle priest had.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Arcana.
Will, how much health do you have?
I was thinking about drinking. I have potions too, but unless
Not
you want to
good.
heal me.
I have a 9.
But it's up to you. I was just gonna chug a potion or two, but
You could take 2 charges of a potion and restore more HP than I could give you probably.
I'm gonna also use 2 charges of my potions. The first one is just 4 because I rolled it 2 ones, so that sucks. And then for the next one is 4 plus 5, 7. Okay, so it ended up being 7, 4, so 11 total.
I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on Hogarth.
Okay.
The first level. 6 health back for him. So
Okay.
he's at 5.
Who else is hurting?
Crumble is hurting pretty bad. Stoic has 10 damage. And the guards, but, I mean, they're fodder anyway.
They're
Okay.
fodder.
So, would you guys like
yeah.
to roll investigation?
Yes.
Yes, I was just about to say, like, we do need to figure out, like you said, Majora's Mask. I got a 23. It's a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Got a 15.
With that, you find a trapped door under a pile of bones in this exact location.
Cool.
And you open it up and you see a staircase leading down.
Okay. Go good rolls.
So you go down the stairs, there's a corridor that heads straight ahead. When you reach the end of that hallway, there's a path left and right.
All right, here comes a D6. We're going right.
D6.
So you guys, as you walk down the right hallway, there is a room to your right, and you see another area to your left.
You want me to roll again, guys?
No, I think we should kind of ignore it, but just poke our heads in. Like, is it a closed
See
door?
what's there.
The door is closed.
Crap.
Let's
open the door as we walk by, just to see what we can see.
Okay. You open the door, you peek in, and you do see one guard who is asleep in the bed.
Okay.
But
Art's
otherwise,
gonna walk over and
it appears to be a
slice
large
him.
room with beds, with red bedding and red shelving and a large carpet in the middle.
yeah, not to be gruesome, but Art is going to go over there and handle him.
All right. He's been handled.
Okay.
Not the first person that you've handled in bed before.
No. Not at all.
I know that you don't like to be the name of the episode, but that has to be it.
Oh, man.
All right. And we continue?
I think you continue on. As you round this corner, you find another door, much larger door, that seems to be leading to a large room.
Let's go through the door, right?
Man, I really think we should go through the big door.
No, I think we should go through the small door. That's probably where they are. I'm completely kidding.
Yeah, the big door is a storage closet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Wow, that's a big storage closet.
That is a huge storage closet.
Hey.
Holy crap.
That's a big storage closet.
Jeez.
Oh, and there's Dr. Agan.
So much room for activities in here.
There's scattered room for activities.
Did we just become best friends?
So as you guys enter this room, you see a massive room that has 2 guards on the left of the entrance, 2 guards on the right of the entrance, just a staircase downward. You see multiple bone nabber dragons, you see lots more guards, and now you see 6 priests, and they are currently performing a ritual with who appears to be Dr. Agan possessed by Dervast in the center of the Pentagon. There are also more guards up in the ledge on the far left. There are a lot more bones in here than there were on the upper floor. There are literal thousands of entire dragons down here.
Whoa.
This is not a small room, and this room is filled. It is probably 300 by 150 square feet. And you got piles. You got 20 to 30 feet tall of bones. And
Crap.
you can tell that they are doing a chant and that it is coming close to the end of the chant. Dervast sees you guys enter the room, and he is going to take the first turn of combat.
Ooh.
He's going to throw a dagger into the ground at this location. A couple of things I should actually talk about Ross.
He's cool looking.
Is he gonna have a villain monologue?
So maybe I don't know if I got a good one planned, but DeVos looks really cool. He's a really cool looking guy. He's got these purple wings and he's got cool clothes on. That's a great description of DeVos. He looks a lot like the statue that you saw at Dr. Agan University, and he is very angrily about to approach you guys. So as Dr. Agan hears you guys opening the door, he has approached the door, and he's going to breathe fire at the first people who walk in the door, which is going to be Stoic and Skull Smasher. He does not hit the fire blast. It goes directly at Stoic, but Stoic just pushes through with his shield. And as Stoic and Skull Smasher make it through the door, we'll go ahead and begin combat from there. What order do you think you guys are running into this room, besides Stoic being in the front?
I think I'm right after Stoic.
I
think
Loaf is dead last.
I was gonna say it's probably Stoic, Art, me, guards, and then kind of the rest that haven't really been too combat heavy.
We still have one Kevin. Okay, so then at this point, we'll go ahead and just go into combat, and we'll start with Art.
Are we same order?
Yeah, I think we'll just do the same order for time's sake.
Okay.
But you can have Dread Ambusher, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, yeah, that would be good.
And another Kevin.
I'm more curious. I'm more curious about if we see a pedestal anywhere.
The pedestal you actually saw on the main floor. In the OG days, there is a pedestal in here.
Gotcha.
Huh.
So,
Hey, Yori, you want to go back and put that on there?
You don't have the mask.
Yeah, does it look like Dr. Agan has it, like, somewhere on his body?
Yes, Dr. Agan appears to be wearing the mask.
Wearing it? Oh, crap. We need to take that off of him before we kill him.
Remind me what that does, Yori.
If you die while wearing the Majora's Mask, it just resets you to the day that you died.
To the beginning of the day.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to get that off of him.
Before we kill him.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Man. Yeah. So, at this point, Art is absolutely using his emerald bow. And I'm going to shoot homie. Dervost, I mean. Probably shouldn't say homie. Before I do that, let me cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Hey.
Which is an 18 to hit. Art takes out his arrow, and as he draws it back, the bow begins to glow green, and as he releases it, the spirit of the wolf that Art grew up with, or not grew up with, Art had to dispose of, starts to come, to handle it, starts to come out of the shaft of the arrow itself and becomes completely encumbered by the wolf spirit and hits into the chest of Dervost for 10 damage radiant. Then here comes the second attack. This one hits. It was a 28. And then again, the same thing happens where Art draws back the glow of green, the wolf spirit comes out, and you see big damage happening. Let me just tell you. So here we go. We're at 18. Let me roll for Hunter's Mark. 19 radiant damage hitting homie.
He's taken 29 damage.
And then I'm going to do another one.
Jeez.
Because I'm cool. Ooh, that's only a 13. I missed.
You do miss with a 13.
Oof.
Oof. So I guess Hogarth's going to do a fire breath because he doesn't want to get close to that homie.
We are being flanked by a handful of guys.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's your Raven.
That's yeah, of course.
Exactly. All right, then Hogarth is actually instead going to run to the right of Art and attack the closest enemy. We're going to see if homie's got it in him today. Homie does not. That's only an 8.
Dang.
So an 8 does not hit the guard to your right, and the guard just kind of steps back and is able to dodge the bite. Dervost is going to fly closer to you guys, and he is going to breathe fire towards Hogarth. That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Jeez.
Hogarth takes 20 damage.
Oh my gosh.
20, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Hogarth's at 9 health.
Dervost is equipped with a large scythe, about 6 feet long. It has reach, and it has the same darkened energy. You can tell it's his darkened dagger. Is this extremely large, sharp, darkened purple scythe. He's not in range to use it, but he is going to breathe fire again, and he's aiming this one at Stoic.
Okay.
I'm just imagining him with a long stick and a dagger like duct taped to the top of it.
That is a 13 to hit on Stoic. I don't think that hits. That does not hit Stoic, so Stoic's able to parry that fire blast with another shield bash. And that's going to be his turn. So then we'll pass to Loaf.
It's a good thing, because homie hits hard.
Okay, so now is that 2 Kevins that I'm seeing there?
Yeah. You had another Kevin come out of your butt.
Jeez. Okay.
Hey, Will, is the shield spell a reaction?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Didn't I stack you with 5 of them? I did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I was like, well, you're the heavy hitter, so I mean, come on, let's be fair. Okay, so let me see. What do I want to do now that I have Kevin's with me as well? I'm going to do Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Shadow Sword! Like, sound kind of like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho.
I thought it was Spirit Sword.
Yeah, do you want me to do... But it's Shadow Blade.
He said no,
Spirit.
it's not.
That's it. I mean,
You said Spirit Sword last time, so
I guess. Okay, fine. Spirit Sword. And you can cut out the shadow part. Anyway, all right. This magic.
I love Will with that. You can cut that out. That's great.
While I'm having a redundant big blade on my back and my staff, so I'm basically just clunky as all I can be. Since I summoned the blade, I guess I'll just attack some of the guards. I'm gonna go toward where... No, not those. Everybody else is clumped over here. I want to be more protected, just in case if I whiff. Yeah, what do you...
Okay.
I'm squishy, okay? Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm running
yeah.
on that side. You're like, yeah. I'm like, no, not isolated. What are you talking about? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna
leave
attack...
Yor by himself.
I guess the bottommost guard. I guess him.
Okay.
15.
15 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Does not? Oh, these guys beefier?
Oh dang.
Scary.
Loaf stops and looks at him as he dodges the attack, and Loaf's like, shoot.
He most definitely parries the blade with his own blade.
Okay.
And he's going to immediately strike back. That is a nat 1 for him. He whiffs, and he falls prone.
Then I'm gonna have Crumble attack the guy who I couldn't hit.
Who also swung back at you and missed and fell prone.
Is he at a disadvantage, I'd wager, since his butt's up in the air? So could I...
Yes, you'll have advantage on an attack roll.
So Crumble's gonna go bite down on his butt.
Okay, make that attack roll.
Oh, thank goodness. Good thing with the advantage. I rolled 17.
17 does hit.
Sweet. All right, I'm rolling the bite, so let me roll. 16 damage.
This guard is killed.
Crap.
This guard dies from Grumble's bite.
Nice.
Literally just chomps his butt. He ate some man butt. That's what he did.
The Kevins are going to go try to bite some other guards. Both the small Kevins are going to go bite their own guards. Let's roll a quick attack for them. Both of the Kevins miss.
Jeez.
One of them rolled a nat 2, and that one's going to get stomped on and squished.
No.
Oh, man.
The first guard is going to attack Hogarth with a 15 to hit. I believe that hits. Roll
Indeed.
damage.
Don't kill him. I'm gonna be so mad at you.
It is 7 damage to Hogarth.
Okay, he survives. With
Next
2
guy
health.
is going to run up to Loaf and going to attack him. That is a 17 to hit.
Jeez.
Okay. Yep. Hits.
3 damage. Next guard is going to attempt to attack the remaining Kevin. That is a 17 to hit. He squishes the Kevin.
That's awful.
Next guard is going to run up to Yori. 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
Next guard is going to run up to Yori. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Deals 7 damage. More guards begin to run up the stairs. The Bone Napper is going to fly over and is going to attempt to breathe fire towards Stoic.
This is rough.
That is a 22 to hit.
Of course.
17 damage to Stoic.
Jeez.
He is then going to breathe fire towards Hogarth. With a 15 to hit. That is 16 damage on Hogarth.
He is obviously down. Holy crap, dude.
We'll pass to Yori.
Okay.
Theoretically, he's fainted. If I put him in a Dragon Ball, he should be fine.
Which I'm fine with you doing that as he's knocked out.
Okay. I'm gonna have my Spirit of Death come up in between Stoic and this guy.
Okay.
It's gonna take 2 attacks at him.
Okay.
The first one is a 17 plus 3 dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That's 14 damage. And then the second hit, it's a 18 to hit. 15 plus 3.
That hits.
13.
The Bone Nabber Dragon has taken 27 damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna haunt the Bone Nabber with his bonus action.
Okay.
Then for mine and Amphros' turn, do I have line of sight with Aegon for Amphros?
I'm thinking not currently. I'm thinking the Bone Nabber's in the way.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have her fly up enough so that she can see over everybody and then attack and, like, fly back down.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
Am I within 30 feet of him? Probably not.
Especially because there's a 20-foot gap here. Up and down.
Could I move her to about here, kind of hovering over the guys?
Sure.
Shoot Aegon. Ah, crap. That's a 8 to hit.
8 does not hit.
Okay. Seeing that, she's gonna fly back as close as she can to me. I'll turn around and slash the guy with my cutlass. Crap. That's a 10 to hit.
He parries your attack.
Alright. I think that's it for me.
Alfred is going to run in and throw the death sentence at the Bone Nabber. And he whiffs again. And curses in some Dwarven language.
Trash.
And then Osage is going to run in and he's going to cast Sleep on 2 of the guards.
Yay.
Nice.
Go Boseiju.
2 of the guards fall asleep.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then Gandalf's gonna run in and he's gonna shoot Fireball towards Dr. Aegon.
Yeah, he is.
Dr. Aegon saves with a 21. He's gonna take half damage.
How much damage is that, though? Because that's
A pretty hefty amount.
That is 25 damage
Wow. That's after the half?
after the half.
Wow.
And Stoic, who's taken some damage, is going to just barrel down the stairs and pushing people off the steps. When he reaches the bottom, he's going to uppercut the guard at the bottom. And he drills him, and the guy goes flying. And then when he lands, he doesn't stand back up.
Let's go Stoic.
The Skull Crusher is going to attempt combat with the Bone Nabber. And he misses his attack. The rest of the guards are going to run in, and they're going to help attack the guards near the entrance, and the rest of these guards at the entrance are all defeated. And I think that's the end of their turn. So we'll pass back to the top with Art.
Do you want to listen to the Harrisons fight over whether or not Art can swap to another bow in the middle of combat that he may or may not have even brought with him? Well, then join us on the Patreon, where you can listen to us argue about it for 5 minutes straight.
So, okay, Emerald Bow is staying, because as I pull out the other bow, I realize, man, this is broken. and I throw it on
And
the
that
floor.
takes your entire turn to have this
Oh,
Yeah,
realization.
you're right, actually. You're right, it's Dravost's turn.
Perfect. Okay,
God.
Dravast is going to...
No, what do you? What? Stop.
I guess that's what happened. Loaf looks over and he just shrugs. All right, we're screwed.
Yeah, I mean,
Clark, you're up.
all right. So with my emerald bow, I am going to go ahead and shoot homie. Continue shooting Dravast. I actually do... Which guards are asleep? The left?
Yeah.
Okay. Art is going to actually use his full movement to get out away from the party. I'll go out to the right and try to get a flank on Dravast. All right. Here's a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
8 plus 1, 9 damage piercing to Dravast.
9 damage. He goes to 63 damage taken.
Cool. Second attack is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Beefy.
17 damage.
He dies, and you guys wake up the next
Shoot.
morning.
Shoot.
the mask.
I'm just kidding, sorry.
I forgot about the frickin' mask.
More of a reminder.
Oh, my heart just stopped. Oh, man, my heart just stopped. Yeah, I mean, is he looking bloodied at all?
He is looking bloodied now, yes.
Okay. Oh, my heart. Okay. Jeez, man.
That's staying in
It
the
ought
podcast.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
God.
I mean, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Dravast is going to fly over to you, Art, and is going to lean into your ear and say, "You're gonna die. Just like your father." And he swipes at you with the Darkened Scythe.
I'm going to, as a reaction, cast Spell, or cast Shield, from the ring. Sorry.
Okay. You got plus 5 AC. He rolls a 13 to hit.
Okay. Well, I have a 21 AC right now, so that
He
makes
is going to attack you again with the Darkened Scythe.
Okay.
You do still have 21. Like, it
Yes.
persists until the end of your next turn.
That is so it's a 23 to hit.
Jeez, dude.
And he does 10 damage to you.
Okay.
Not that bad.
Not that bad. It hurted, though. How long does shield last?
Until your next turn.
Gotcha. So if I'm attacked by any other people other than Dravast,
Mhm.
like,
You'll still
I
have it.
still have it. Okay.
Yeah.
That gum
Yep.
shield's good.
Shield is very good. It's
I've
only a
got
first
4
spell,
more
too.
of them.
Dervast is then going to turn the Skull Smasher,
Oof.
and he's going to charm it.
Oh, shit.
Skull Smasher fails the save, and Skull Smasher now views Dervast as a friendly unit and will do things
Ruh-roh.
for Dervast. So then we'll pass to Loaf.
Bro.
Okay. Right. So Loaf is gonna. Let me see if I want to move. If I were to move anywhere, because now that he did the whole spell thing on the dragon there, what is there going to be any opportunity attack done on me if I try to move out of the way, or am I far enough where
Oh,
that's
yes.
not a?
Yeah,
That would happen.
potentially.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's likely going to hit Stoic or whoever's behind you. Who's that?
This is Alfred.
Yeah, he's likely going to hit Alfred, not you, right?
Yeah, well, I was just wondering if I wanted to move a little bit out of his, whip my butt zone. I'm gonna, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna first, actually, question: is a Kevin gonna pop out of my butt? So do I have a Kevin?
Not again,
Yeah,
no.
not-
Both
not
Kevins
again.
are.
So sad.
Kevin's only pop out of your butt when you roll for initiative.
Oh, okay, understood.
Mm,
Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. When you roll for initiative, I see it. Okay.
No more Kevin Hart.
Oh boy.
Sadness. Kevin.
Greatest actor of our generation.
Strong disagree.
I guess, since he would have an opportunity attack on me if I try to run, I'm gonna use Mind Spike on Dervast. How about that?
Do it.
So I
Okay.
do want to say
Do it. What?
we need to
I can't hear the bird.
we need to get
I
the
can't
mask
hear the
off of
bird.
his
What's the
for
bird
you.
saying? Is the bird talking? I can't
It's not
hear
for
the
you,
bird.
DM.
Mind spike. I make a save. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Wait,
It's not for you, DM.
Ooh, I rolled a nat 1.
Shut up. Shut up.
So
Cool, I'm glad it doesn't matter because Loaf took it back.
wait.
Oh, did he?
We have to take the mask off of him, or else if he dies, he just comes back. Like, we start the day over.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean,
Guess
this,
what happens
this
if
probably
we start the day over?
this probably won't kill him. Okay, let's just see
Yori
how
would
this-
still be a Gitrog monster.
Oh, God.
If that happens, just leave me. Just let me die.
No, we're going to go get you.
Oh my god. Wait,
I mean,
yeah, you guys
we wouldn't
would
know.
canonically.
Yeah, we
you
wouldn't
would
know
have
any
no
different.
memory of it. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, we wouldn't have to re-record anything. We would just get back here.
you would just play the episode again, like.
But he would
2
have prior
weeks.
knowledge that you guys are arriving, which he kind of already did, but
Oh, so this has happened before, is what you're saying? You've killed him already once.
I didn't say that, but
I mean, like, how much life does? Okay, maybe. All right, maybe.
He's taken 80 damage.
Yeah. I don't- Fine. What about hypnotic pattern then? I'm just gonna.
well, I
Shit,
already
but-
failed the save on
You already-
Mind Spike.
Okay, well, fine. Well, I guess he's gonna take it.
No.
I'll roll it.
Yep.
Oh my
We'll
god.
see how
we
this
go.
goes.
Are we actually doing this?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I said it, so sucks to suck. So
Man.
I.
I actually don't care if you want to do hypnotic pattern, you can. But
So wait, so are you saying I can take it back, or
Yeah,
or-
you can take it
okay,
back if
all
you
right,
want.
fine.
Don't you have that spell that wraps him in a rope?
that's kinky.
I have a hypnotic pattern thing. I can make him trip balls, or trip. Yeah. So I'm gonna use hypnotic pattern then on him then. Create a
Okay.
twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area, so I guess Art's affected, who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While
I
charmed
have
by the
advantage
spell,
against
the
being
creature.
charmed.
Oh, you do? All right. Well, if I
do.
charm him, does it break the charm that he's charming the other guy, bud? So if I charm the charmer, is the dragon uncharmed?
I don't think it uncharms the charmy of the charm.
My brain actually hurts.
If I can charm the guy who charms the charming Tekken creature that's charmed, then he won't take a
I
bite
see
out of my
where we're
rat.
at.
Yeah.
You could aim the cone to exclude art.
Just have him at the tip of the edge of the cone.
They're like hugging each other right now in
They're
combat.
holding hands.
Man.
Yes. I just
Alright.
whispered in his ear that I'm gonna kill him like his
Yeah,
dad.
that's pretty much point blank. Yeah, you whispered and then you did a measly 10 damage. Come on, you did
Yeah.
something like that. And you're just like, yeah, you're gonna join your father, and then smack. You just slap him, smack him in the face.
Just
Take
arguably
that.
worse.
Yeah, that is true. I'm using hypnotic pattern though. So
Okay.
anyway, create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range, and so they have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they become charmed for a duration. So
Gotcha. So I just need to save with an advantage real quick. I gotcha. I got a 22. I'm fine.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a legendary resistance
Oh,
No.
to have Dr. Agan succeed the throw instead.
I see how it is.
Hmm.
Well,
But both of these fools in the background, they're both absolutely hypnotized by this pattern.
so they're tripping. Is that
They're tripping the frick out,
They're
yeah.
tripping ball.
so? They're tripping. All right, that's
Yeah,
fine.
they're tripping.
Okay, so they're just standing there, just staring off. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a classic anime where their eyes are popping out of their head, and you can see that the yellow lines going up and down their eyeballs is like, oh my gosh, and they start swaying side to side.
A kaleidoscope? I'm not 5. Shapes and colors. And you guys know what I'm talking about?
no.
Rats.
Okay, can I then I guess Crumble can go next, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's concentration, so I'd probably knock that out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, Shadowblade is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have an actual blade. Why am I even bothering with a shadow blade?
Because you're proficient with the shadow blade.
So I'm gonna have Crumble go. Since we can't kill that guy, let's just go have Crumble go up to the other dragon and then strike him, try to bite him.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Rawr.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
16.
16 does hit.
Sweet. All right. Roll me again.
Daddy.
I have you saying "daddy" multiple times throughout the end of the episodes, and I've only edited the 37. So now I have you at least a third time.
12 damage.
Daddy.
12 damage. The
Stop
Bow
saying
Nabber has
that.
taken 39 damage.
Okay. I think that's that. I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay, so it is the bad guys' turn. Let's go ahead and do these bad guys. These guys are just staying asleep. I don't care about them. The 3 guards at the base of the stairs are all going to attack Stoic. That is a 16 to hit, which does hit. That is a 5 to hit, does not hit. And that is a 20 to hit, does hit.
Jeez,
So let's roll
poor guy.
damage. Okay, that is 12 damage to Stoic on those 2
Jeez,
attacks.
Hurting.
He's taken 39 damage. The other Bow Nabber is going to fly closer. The 2 guards on the far, far left are going to run closer. And then the Bow Nabber is going to take a chunk out
Yes.
of
Did he roll for fear?
Crumble. Oh, he has to roll. Nope, he needs to roll for Frighten. That is a 4 to save.
Nice. No, does not save. Get out
So
of here,
he
bro.
is going
Run
to
away.
actually still bite Crumble.
What? That's not how fear works.
Fear means any movement can't be taken towards the Spirit of Death,
Can't
right?
willingly.
I can still attack and move the opposite direction.
You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight.
Okay, I'll have disadvantage on this attack.
Yes.
That's a nat 20 and a
Yay.
12.
Let's
Still,
Does a
go.
12
sure.
hit Crumble?
It does. Yeah, he does. All right.
Okay. Let me roll damage. 12 more damage to Crumble. That means 24 damage taken.
Ouchie.
Sheesh.
Then he is going to breathe fire at some of the guards. And he rolls a 17 to hit,
At
which does
disadvantage?
hit. Well, not with disadvantage, just roll again.
That's a 3.
Let me kill some
Let's
of the burnt
go,
guard.
baby.
He misses.
Nah,
misses.
bro. Nah, we're
All
keeping them
10
alive.
burnt
The burnt
guards
guards
stay
end up-
alive.
What about
Yeah,
the
the
Burt
other
guards? One of
10.
them ends up killing and beating the boss, so they end up being the hero, and we're just like the side guys. They end up being the one legend. Yeah, if it wasn't for Greg Jones in the 2nd Infantry with his short sword slash, then we would not be here today.
His 1d8 short slow.
I do like that, actually. That's actually really pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, everybody
What
dies except for this
is-
one guy.
What was the name you just said? You said Greg?
Greg Jones. So it's
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Let me write that one down.
Good old Greggy.
Okay, so
He's dying
we'll pass
immediately.
to Yori.
My spirit is going to move towards the Nabber that is frightened and hit him twice. Oh, the first one's a nat 20. Let's go.
Whoa.
15?
We could just kill their boss right now if we just all focus on
15 damage.
15 damage. Is he dead?
He's not dead.
Crap. Okay. And then he's going to swipe again at him.
Dude, that spirit is awesome.
Yeah, he's real gnarly. That's an 8 to hit.
An 8 does not hit.
Okay. I'm trying to think what I can do to get that stupid mask off of him. Can I move close enough to him that I could chuck my doll at him and try and have the doll pull the mask off of his face?
I'm fine with that.
You could also just
Thank
have
you.
Amphros fly you over him and drop it directly onto him
Yeah, that might actually be smarter.
instead of having to do a athletics check.
45 is right at the distance, so Amphros is right at 45 feet away.
Cool. I'll hop on Amphros and we'll Or I could just send Ambrose over there.
With the doll.
Do both of us need to go over there?
I think it would be helpful if, in case we need to make
It would.
strength check, like I can say I help you or something of that nature.
It helps you flanking extra damage
Mhm.
or extra advantage on attacks and stuff.
And then if I'm right here, can I just like try and pull the mask off, or do I still need to drop the doll and have her do it?
You can try to pull the mask off.
I'm gonna try and do that.
Make a contested strength check.
Can I help?
Yes, you can give him advantage.
Gotcha. Yeah, I want to grab Dervost, essentially.
And that's how you're helping.
Roll a 6 and a 15.
I rolled a 10.
Let's go.
Whoa!
So I'm going to use a legendary resistance
No!
in order to actually not fail that save, and he successfully spreads his wings apart and pushes both of you off.
Okay.
It's now the good guy's turn. Stoic is going to attempt to attack some more of these guards. He knocks another 2 of them out with one swoop. Beseju is now going to run towards the Bone Nabber and cast Fireball at him with Gandalf.
Sick.
With the power of friendship.
They both hit as they're holding hands with their inner hands. They both stick their wand forward, and they say some witty one-liner about Gangaronum Elevosa or something. I don't know, whatever the Harry Potter spell is. And
Oh, I wish I remembered the bone mending spell. There is one.
the Bone Nabber does not save,
Oof.
so he's going to take
Please roll the damage. I want to know how much.
18d6.
18d6? Holy crap.
Oh, dude.
This guy's just gonna be eviscerated.
Please roll the damage. I want to know how much it is.
Okay, that is 57 damage to the Bone Nabber Dragon with the double Fireball. That's actually not right. I didn't do double the damage. That's like 100 damage to the Bone Nabber. The Bone Nabber just lights up and explodes, and all of his bones join the piles of bones surrounding the room.
Sick.
And then the other thing that happens during this turn is Skull Smasher is going to charge Grumble.
Shoot.
That is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, jeez.
That is a nasty bite of 18 damage.
That's going to hurt.
I think that
Oh, crap, I
Yeah.
forgot
that's
about that.
42 damage to Crumble.
Yeah, Crumble. Can I return them to the ball, I guess?
Yep.
Yeah.
Zzz.
How much damage does Skull Crusher take?
He does because rough skin.
He takes 5 damage. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Is it just a flat 5 damage?
It is.
Yeah.
Alfred is going to run over to you guys and in melee range of Dervost and attempts to pull off the mask.
Can we help again?
Yep.
Okay.
First roll is an 11. Second roll is a 6. Dervost rolled a 15, which he successfully resists the mask being pulled off. Now it's Art's turn at the top of the order.
Can you guess what Art's going to do?
I love that all three of us are just like, give
Go
me
for
the
it.
mask! Give me the mask!
Okay, Alfred's going to help too, but that doesn't do anything.
We're just pinning this guy to the ground. Give me the mask!
Goodness.
Give me the mask!
I got a 19.
Here's the opposed strength. He fails. You successfully beat him,
Yes!
and when he realizes that you are going to get the mask off of him, he activates his dagger, which teleports him with his mask back to the center of the spell that's being cast by the 6 priests that are still in the center of the room that have not been touched in combat.
Yeah.
True.
The 6 of them, the spell that they've been charging is ready to fire, and they
Shoot.
fire it at Dervost as he holds up the darkened scythe.
Oh, jeez, y'all. This is about to get spicy.
Under the blood moon's eerie glow, the bones throughout the room converge upon the man, racing towards him with an almost magnetic pull, intertwining and fusing to form a colossal bone dragon that towers above the space. Its eyes glow purple, and its skeletal frame is crackling with darkened energy.
Jesus.
Ooh.
What happened to the mask on all of this?
The mask is now on the grounds behind him.
Are we stopping the recording? I haven't done that.
And this episode was voiced by Harrison Clark as Art, William Brito as Loaf, David Kelly as Yori, and edited and DM'd by Harrison Weiss. Please follow us on X at Tides of Terragos or on Patreon at patreon.com/Tides of Terragos.
Lasst uns sie vernichten. That means let's annihilate them in German. Sorry, I was muted. I didn't even realize it.
Do the right.
Ugh.
Is it mole people, Harrison?
He ate some man butt. That's what he did.
Daddy. I love how he blames us so
How
quickly.
dare you blame us? You're the leader. You're the leader.
You're supposed to have control over us, Harrison.
Barfy, pukey head.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
Lord of the
Please
porcelain
forgive
throne.
me.
Oh, Jesus. My cats are currently trying to get into my office, and it scared the crap out of me.
Oh no, the DM's lost his mind. Oh my word, he's going crazy.
I don't think Haley's giving birth in the next 7 days, so I'm not particularly worried.
Are you gonna have a cool monologue? You need to have a cool monologue somewhere in here. Well, here's the thing. All villains need to have a cool monologue, so you can maybe interject some monologue in the middle or the next episode. But all villains have a monologue. I ate a lot of chips, that's why I burped. Ugh.
Daddy. I like the word thrust.